Good morning. It's great to be up here, so high and close to the screen. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Buffalo. We are so happy you have chosen to be with us this morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Whether you have come from near or far, you are welcome in this space. And welcome to all who are joining us through YouTube. We are happy you are joining us. Everyone is welcome here, the young, the aged, and everyone in between. It does not matter who you love, only that you do love. You are all loved in this church. We are so happy that you are all here with us to join in worship and community. I am Charlene Montgomery, a worship associate, and will be offering the reflections this morning. With me this morning is Julie Taylor, also a worship associate. Together, we hope this time of worship will bring you words for reflection. We thank our wonderful tech team for their contributions to make this service run so smoothly, and our music ministry who fill our space with beauty. We also thank our usher ministry. They are always at the doors greeting us so warmly, no pun intended. There are so many who work at making our service so special. After the service, please join in fellowship in the church hall. I'm sure Nate and his team have prepared something wonderful to share. And now we acknowledge that the ground upon which we meet rests on the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee people, original nations of this land, who continue to call for justice and self-determination. We are stewards of these grounds so that generations to come might enjoy its beauty. I've decided to skip any announcements this morning because everything is in your e-blast and on the website, and since it is so warm, that'll shorten the time a little bit for us. Let us now take the time to greet your neighbor, those you know, and welcome someone you don't know.
Good morning. This morning's call to worship is Let Beauty In by Rebecca Savage. Let beauty in. Let beauty in like waves lapping on the shore, covering the beach and soaking the sand like an embrace. Let beauty in. Let beauty in like the first sunshine after a cloudy day, filling hearts and homes with a radiance that brings delight. Let beauty in. Let beauty in like a wrapped gift from the Spirit of life herself, as she offers to us, behold, what creation can do. Behold, this is love made real that you can touch, taste, smell, all around you. May all that is pleasing and exquisite be nurtured here in our time of worship. May the magnificent pull towards all that is divinely pleasing hold us close. May the sacred pulse be within this space as we welcome in beauty. Now please rise in body or spirit and join in the words for our chalice lighting as written in your order of service. We gather in loving community, inspiring one another to transform ourselves to create a more just and compassionate world. Now let us join in singing hymn number 1069 from your teal hymnal, Ancient Mother.
I know we don't have many children here today, but I'd like to invite any children or young at heart to come up and hear the story for all ages. I know there's a few of you. No takers, huh? Here comes a couple. Today's story is called You Make the World, and it's written by Muan Thi Van. The sun makes the world hum. We're just waiting for the story to come up. Charlene, okay. Tell you what, I got the book so you can see the pictures. The sun makes the world hum. Yeah, they're having a problem, so you're going to have to just look at the pictures in the storybook, okay? The sun makes the world hum. The clouds make the world blue. The wind makes the world wild. The rain makes the world new. But you know what else makes the world? You. Me? Yes, you. When you say hello, you make the world sing. When you smile, you make the world shine. When you hug, you make the world love. When you see others, really see others for who they are and who they might become, you make the world grow. When you yell, you make the world tremble. When you cry, you make the world remember. When you let what is inside you out, you make the world raw. When you forgive, you make the world kind. When you try, you make the world brave. When you rise, you make the world bloom, like the stars that gleam and the moon that glows, like the mountains that reach and the rivers that flow. When you are here where you belong, you make the world richer. Looks like we have our story up there. You make the world whole. The end. Just in time. Just remember, as you go outside to be with Miss Jess, that you make the world. There's no song to sing you out today, so you can just go outside, okay? Or be with Mom and Dad.
Each week, we take a good portion of our Sunday morning offering and give it away to a social justice cause outside our church walls. This month, we support Friends of the Night People as a Share the Plate partner. Since 1969, Friends of Night People has served the poor and destitute of Buffalo, providing them with hope and treating them with dignity. They serve 2 meals a day, 365 days a year, and provide clothing, showers, hygiene items, locker use, ID assistance, and access to outreach workers. They are always in need of volunteers to help with meals and clothing distribution. If you are interested in serving a meal as a group, please contact Maria Testa at mariatesta@gmail.com. Currently, they are in particular need of men's clothing, especially pants. New underwear and socks are also appreciated. A box will be available in the garden entrance. You can donate in several ways. Mail a check to the church, drop cash or a check into the collection plate, or go online to the church website, buffalouu.org, and donate through the church website. We give to these causes to support the values of our faith. Give generously as you can so that we can live into our values.
Think I'm an ignorant savage, and you've been so many places, I guess it must be so, but still I cannot see if the savage one is me. How can there be so much that you a dead thing you can claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew, you never knew. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corner moon? Or asked the great bobcat why green? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Come run the hidden pine trails of the forest. Come taste the sun-sweet berries of the earth. Come run in all the riches all around you. And for once, never wonder what they're worth. The rainstorm and the river are my brothers. The heron and the otter are my friends. And we're all connected to each other in a circle, in a hoop that never ends. Does a sycamore grow? If you cut it down, then you'll never know. And you'll never hear the wolf cry to the blue corn moon. For whether white or copper skin, we need to sing with all the voices of the mountain. Need to paint with all the colors of the wind. You can own the earth and still all you'll own is earth until you get about all the colors of the
Today's prayer is from a prayer of co-creation by Lynn Cox. Creative Spirit, source of life and love, we give thanks for the beauty of this day and for the company of those assembled here. Thank you for the breezes of change, clearing our heads and bringing fresh ideas. May they cleanse our minds of the oppressions and isms that divide us. Thank you for the flame of hope, the heat of righteous anger, the warmth of compassion, and the fire of commitment. May they bubble the cauldrons of transformation. Thank you for oceans of love, rivers of connection, tears of relief, and pools of serenity. May healing waters flow over us and through us and among us, wearing down the sharp rocks of despair to bring joy in the morning. Thank you for the good earth beneath us, around us, and within us. May we co-create a new realm of justice and beauty. Let us now raise our hearts and voices with the names of those celebrating with joy and those suffering with sorrows, remembering that each name a breath, each breath a prayer. Thank you for all these and more. We accept our gifts and commit to building, sculpting, painting, singing, and dancing them to life, to abundant life. So be it, blessed be, and amen.
Today's reading is Earth, Air, Fire, Water by Wayne Visser. I am earth, grounded and mounded and molded in clay, secret and shouted and hidden from day. Womb am I, life is seeded and sprouted and spread out in green. I am fertile and febrile, the guardian unseen. I am air, wispy and misty and swirling in space, fleeting and flirting and moving with grace. Breath am I, life is shaped and spoken and scattered in white. I am ethereal, inspiring, the guardian of flight. I am water, flowing and knowing and fresh with surprise, snaking and slaking and shifting disguise. Thirst am I, life is suckled and sated and swaddled in blue. I am replenishing, forgiving, the guardian of new. I am fire, burning and yearning and purging the night, forging and flashing and shedding all light. Heat am I, life is sparked and stoked and flame-licked in gold. I am passion, transcendence, the guardian of soul. We are earth, we are air, we are water and fire, and the mission we share is to quench life's desire. The message we bring is the wisdom we keep, that we four merge into one in the love that you seek.
My purpose today is not to share just creation stories, but to get you thinking and reflecting on what you actually believe about the earth and its elements. But creation is a good place to start. Creation stories explain the origin of the universe, earth, and life. They are found in every culture and serve as foundations of religious and philosophical systems. These stories vary widely, but common themes include a creator deity, the emergence of the world from chaos, and the formation of the stars and life. There are so many creation stories from the cultures of the world that I can't tell them all here, but I will elaborate on just a few. The Hindu creation story is one of the oldest stories, one of about 14. The Hindu creation myth begins with the universe existing in a state of chaos and darkness, with no form or structure. The god Brahma emerged from this chaos and created the universe by separating the elements of earth, water, fire, and air. Brahma then created the first living beings, the gods and the demons. However, the gods and demons could not coexist peacefully, and they fought a great battle, with the gods emerging victorious. The gods then asked Brahma to create humans to worship and serve them. Brahma created the first humans, but they were imperfect and lacked knowledge and understanding. To correct this, the gods gave them the Vedas, a collection of sacred texts, and taught them how to perform rituals and ceremonies. The Hindu creation myth is known as the Purusha Sukta and is part of the Rig Veda, one of Hinduism's oldest and most important texts. Next, since this church lies on the land of the Haudenosaunee people, I decided to share one of their creation stories, one of a few. The Haudenosaunee, also known as the Iroquois Confederacy, creation story centers on Sky Woman's fall from the sky world and her creation of Turtle Island, which is North America, with the help of various animals. In this narrative, Sky Woman is pregnant and either falls or is pushed through a hole in the sky created by an uprooted tree. She is caught by birds and gently placed on the back of a turtle. Animals then bring mud from the bottom of the ocean, which is placed on the turtle's back, eventually forming the land. Sky Woman becomes the mother of all life on Earth, planting seeds and establishing a home on Turtle Island. Sky Woman gives birth to twin boys, one good and one evil, who play a role in shaping the world. Their actions and interactions with each other and the world are significant in understanding the balance of nature and the origins of various aspects of life. After Sky Woman's passing, her head is placed in the sky, becoming Grandmother Moon, a celestial figure who influences time and the natural cycles. We all have a relationship with the created world, and possibly the one who created it. Most of you know that I was a Catholic nun for 35 years. When I walked away from my religious community, there was a lot of anger in me. However, I never stopped believing in God. The community in which I found in the Unitarian Church has been special to me and did indeed help me to adjust to a different way of life. But because of my own belief in God, I have chosen now to also share the Christian Judeo-creation story found in Genesis. In all the traditions, this is perhaps the most well-known creation story. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw that the light was good, and he separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. And God said, "Let there be a vault between the waters to separate water from water." So God made the vault and separated the water under the vault from the water above it, and it was so. God called the vault sky, and there was evening, and there was morning, the second day. And God said, "Let the water under the sky be gathered to one place, and let dry ground appear." And it was so. God called the dry ground land, and he gathered water. He called seas. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the land produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants and trees on the land that bear fruit with seed in it, according to their various kinds." And it was so. The land produced vegetation, plants bearing seed according to their kinds, and trees bearing fruit with seed in it according to their kinds. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the third day. And God said, "Let there be lights in the vault of the sky to separate the day from the night, and let them serve as signs to mark sacred times and days and years. And let them be lights in the vault of the sky to give light on the earth." And it was so. God made two great lights, the greater light to govern the day, and the lesser light to govern the night. He also made the stars. God set them in the vault of the sky to give light on the earth, to govern the day and the night, and to separate light from darkness. And God saw that it was good, and there was evening, and there was morning, the fourth day. And God said, "Let the water teem with living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the vault of the sky." So God created the great creatures of the sea and every living thing with which the water teems and that moves about in it, according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. God blessed them and said, "Be fruitful and increase in number, and fill the water in the seas, and let the birds increase on the earth." And there was evening, and there was morning, the fifth day. And God said, "Let the land produce living creatures according to their kinds, the livestock, the creatures that move along the ground, and the wild animals, each according to its kind." And it was so. God made the wild animals according to their kinds, the livestock according to their kinds, and all the creatures that move along the ground according to their kinds. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, over the livestock and all the wild animals, and over all the creatures that move along the ground." So God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God he created them. Male and female he created them. God blessed them and said to them, "Be fruitful and increase in number. Fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, and over every living creature that moves on the ground." Then God said, "I give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth, and every tree that has fruit with seed in it. They will be yours for food. And to all the beasts of the earth, and all the birds in the sky, and all the creatures that move along the ground, everything that has breath of life in it, I give every green plant for food." And it was so. God saw all that he had made, and it was very good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the sixth day. And we all know God rested on the seventh day. Now, in my mind and heart, this creation story makes the most sense and is so complete. I know that there are a lot of people in this church who do believe in God, and I know that there are a lot who don't. But even if you believe in the Big Bang Theory, where did the rock formation come from that created the Big Bang? Something can't come from nothing. That's pure science. Something had to create it. Something for you to think about. Let's take a look at the elements that make up all of creation: earth, wind, fire, and water. All are related and interact in such beautiful, powerful ways. Over the centuries, each of these elements have come to symbolize significant parts of our life. Earth symbolizes the physical body, grounding, stability, and the material world. It is associated with manifestation, fertility, and the cycle of life and death. Earth is powerful. It has the ability to create mountains and valleys, volcanoes, and earthquakes. It gives us soil to produce the plants for food. It gives us gold and silver and gemstones. It gives us caves to explore and discover. It gives us clay to create. It gives us sand for our children to play in. The earth gives us life in abundance, and in death gives us a place to rest and become part of the earth once again. But think about what is happening to the earth because of us. We pollute the soils by what we dump. We do test explosions under the earth's surface. We cut down the beauties of the earth, the trees, stone formations, hills, and what do? We create cement roads to get from place to place faster. And to what end? We fill the landscapes of the earth with rusted out vehicles and towering smokestacks. The earth is powerful and can cause life or destruction. How do you contribute to caring for the earth? Next is wind or air. It symbolizes intellect, communication, freedom, and the breath of life. It is often linked to thoughts, ideas, and the unseen forces that influence life. It represents the spiritual realm. It is associated with clarity, knowledge, and breath of life. Wind or air is also a powerful force. Air gives us life. Humans, animals, plants. Without air, there would be no life. But air in the form of wind can also destroy. Hurricanes, tornadoes, and windstorms. But we also enjoy the gentle breeze on a hot summer day and sail on the water with the push of the wind. We have captured the wind to provide us with energy. Wind can dry our clothes and bodies. Wind spreads the seeds of the earth and carries the wings of the birds. Winds can warn us of storms as we watch the clouds move from one place to another. Our own breath has the ability to create beautiful music and beautiful words and poetry and stories. Our words can create and heal, or our breath can destroy another person's heart by the words we speak. Humankind has also been destroying the air we breathe by filling it full of pollution, of car exhaust and chemicals of factories. We support these industries by the things we buy. Perhaps we need to begin purchasing from companies who are conscious of the environment. Do we even think about it? Before we listen to the words of our musical reflection, just want to share with you a bit of history of this song, Fire and Rain, by James Taylor. It is a poignant reflection of Taylor's own experience with the loss of his friend Suzanne, his own struggles with drug addiction and of failed dreams. Suzanne's death is a metaphorical fire that consumes joy, and rain that represents the tears of bereavement. With his plaintive appeal to Jesus, he is seeking a universal guidance in his darkest hour. The verse resonates with anyone who has ever felt the need for strength greater than their own. It's a human calling for divine support in his journey toward recovery. Taylor's invocation is at once a surrender and a bold plea. Let us now pause for this musical reflection.
Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Susan, the plans they made put an end to you. I walked out this morning and I wrote down this song. I just can't remember who to send it to. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again. Won't you look down upon me, Jesus? You gotta help me make a stand. You just gotta see me through another day. My body's aching and my time is at hand, and I won't make it any other way. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again. Been walking my mind to an easy time, my back turned toward the sun. Lord knows when the cold wind blows, it'll turn your head around. Well, there's hours of time on the telephone line to talk about things to come. Sweet dreams and flying machines in pieces on the ground. Oh, I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you, baby, one more time again. Thought I'd see you one more time again. There's just a few things coming my way this time around now. Thought I'd see you, fire and rain now.
Our second set of reflections is on fire and rain. Fire represents transformation, energy, passion, and will. Fire is often seen as a force of change and creativity, embodying both the power to create and to destroy. It is associated with purification, inspiration, and the divine spark. Fire also holds a great power. Lightning from the skies can start fires upon the earth, but humankind can also start a fire with the flick of a match. We can use fire to cook wonderful foods for nourishment, for the creation of pottery and glass and all kinds of things. Fire can light a candle and provide light in darkness. It can provide us warmth. The sun, being our source of light and heat, can also burn. Lava from a volcano can flow down a mountainside and destroy everything in its path. Forest fires destroy nature, homes, and lives. We've witnessed this in recent years. Sometimes a forest fire is nature's way of clearing out the old and making room for new growth. That concept can be difficult to understand. Have you ever heard the phrase, "There's a fire in my soul"? We internalize the concept of fire perhaps more than the other elements. Think about it. Finally, do you respect fire? Do you fear fire? Do you dance with it deep within yourself? Water represents emotions, intuition, flow, and the subconscious mind. It is associated with cleansing, purification, healing, and adaptability. It is often associated with the subconscious and the flow of life. Water, too, has its own power. The human body is made up of 60% water. We thirst for water. Water can cool us and refresh us. Water can be playful and gentle as a stream. Water supports life, sea creatures and plants of the earth. We can use water for transportation and recreation. Water can be beautiful, but can also become a torrent. Water can flow where nothing else can reach. Rivers can grow to flood stages and destroy anything in its path. Floods can carry away. The waters of the heavens fall from the sky to nourish Mother Earth and all that lives on it. Have you ever played in the rain? I mean, really gotten soaked and cleansed on a warm summer day? It's something everyone should experience at least once. Water and fire are the two elements most used in rituals of religions. Water and fire are cleansing, and both have the ability to change what they touch. Just like we heard in our story for all ages, the Father told his Son that he makes the world by the way he interacts with it. He makes the world whole. After these short reflections on earth, wind, fire, and water, I want to share with you an experience I had this summer that brought this all home for me. I drove down to Florida for a wonderful vacation with family. I drove both directions by myself, and on the way down, it struck me that we live in a beautiful country. I observed the mountains, the tunnels through the mountains, the rock formations, the cities on hills, the rivers, and yes, a windy rainstorm. On the ride back, I went the same route and observed the same sights and even a house engulfed in flames as the firemen used water to douse those flames. So now I observed all the elements. The difference on my trip back was that I was tired from vacation. Don't we always need a vacation after vacation? And I was flipping through radio stations as they faded away. I landed on a Christian radio station with upbeat music. So I left it there, and I heard this music for 11 hours. I heard it in my heart, and something changed for me that day. I came to realize that the words to every song was resonating in me. For a long time, I have felt that something was missing for me. Now remember that I was a nun for a long time, and it was not easy to walk away from everything I had come to believe. I was open to other ways of thinking, but there has been an emptiness in my heart. This is my story, and I can no longer ignore the fact that I need Jesus in my life. I need a relationship with the God I believe in. I am actively seeking a Christian church where I can grow in the faith that I have tried to push away for 12 years. But don't worry, it won't be Catholic. And you won't be rid of me completely. I treasure the friendships I have made in this church. I just want to share with you where my spirit has been leading me. Some of you may not understand this at all. Some of you have experienced similar revelations, and some of you may still experience some type of awakening within yourselves. Whatever your journey is, may you be happy with your choices as I need to be with mine. Earth, wind, fire, rain have touched my life in so many ways. May their power touch your lives as well. Let us now sing number 1064, Blue Boat Home, in your teal hymnals.
Please remain standing as we say together the words to extinguish our chalice as written in your order of service. As we extinguish the flame of this chalice, may we carry its light with us into the world in the power of peace, faith, justice, and love.
Beloved, as we depart this holy space, nourished and renewed, let us live into our dreams and expand our circle of justice to encompass all of creation. Let us love one another and the earth, For as a body is animated through the relationships among its many parts, so too is our love manifested in the world. Remember your promise. Live in hope and go in peace. Let the church say, Amen.